Welcome back to the Classified Times, your daily source for critical global updates. Today is June 18th, 2025, and we're covering missile strikes in the Middle East, a deadly lightning tragedy in India, and major moves in the crypto markets. Let's dive into the top 4 headlines from the past 24 hours. Tensions in the Middle East have exploded. Israel launched precision airstrikes on key Iranian military sites, escalating a long-simmering conflict. Iran fired back with over 300 ballistic missiles and drones targeting Israel, a massive show of force that lit up the skies over Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. The world watched anxiously as both sides targeted areas near sensitive nuclear facilities, raising fears of a catastrophic accident. Former President Trump chimed in, claiming, "This never would have happened if I was president," while the G7 condemned Iran's retaliation and called for de-escalation. The stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just another proxy skirmish. It's a direct confrontation between two regional heavyweights, with the risk of a wider war looming. Every missile launch is a gamble with global consequences. The fear? One wrong move could trigger a disaster that pulls in other nations. As the world holds its breath, governments are already taking drastic steps to protect their citizens. The region is on a knife's edge, and the next 24 hours could shape the future of the Middle East and beyond. Stay with us as we break down what this means for people on the ground. The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. This is no longer a shadow war, it's the main event. Next, we look at how governments are scrambling to get their people out. With missiles flying, governments worldwide are urging their citizens to leave Iran and Israel immediately. The US, UK, France, Germany, and Australia have all issued urgent evacuation warnings. This is not your average travel advisory. Embassies are running on skeleton crews, focused solely on emergencies. Airlines are canceling flights, borders are tightening, and the scramble to get out is intensifying by the hour. For thousands of expatriates and tourists, the window to leave is closing fast. Intelligence agencies clearly expect the situation to deteriorate further. These warnings signal a grim reality. Diplomacy is failing, and the risk of a wider conflict is real. Ordinary people are forced to abandon their lives, jobs, and homes, caught in a crisis they can't control. The first casualty of war is normalcy, and right now normalcy is gone. As leaders trade threats, it's civilians who pay the price. The world is bracing for what comes next. Now let's turn to a different kind of tragedy, one caused by nature, not war. In India's Bihar state, deadly lightning strikes have killed at least 24 people in just 24 hours. Most victims were farmers and laborers caught outdoors, highlighting the vulnerability of rural communities. The government has announced compensation for families, but no amount can replace lost lives. The Indian Meteorological Department warns more storms are coming, making this the new normal during monsoon season. Climate change is fueling more extreme weather. Warmer air means more moisture, leading to deadlier storms. For many in Bihar, the sky itself has become a threat. This tragedy is a stark reminder. The climate crisis is here now, and it's hitting the world's most vulnerable the hardest. While some worry about missiles, others fear the next thunderstorm. The need for global climate action has never been more urgent. As Bihar mourns, the world must pay attention. Nature's fury is as deadly as any conflict. Next, we look at how these crises are shaking up the global economy. The Middle East conflict is rattling global markets. Oil prices have surged over 5%, with Brent crude topping $95 a barrel. Bad news for consumers and businesses worldwide. Central banks are rethinking their strategies as inflation fears grow. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has plunged below $60,000 as investors flee risky assets. But while many panic sell, some crypto whales are buying the dip. One Ethereum whale snapped up over $50 million in ETH. It's a high-stakes game. Retail investors panic, while big players see opportunity. Analysts warn of more volatility ahead as markets react to every headline. The global economy is on edge, and fortunes can change in an instant. Whether you're in oil, stocks, or crypto, expect a bumpy ride. The next few days will be critical for investors everywhere. Stay alert, market shocks are coming fast. In times like these, information is your best defense. Let's wrap up with a quick recap. To recap, the Israel-Iran conflict is a global flashpoint. Bihar's tragedy shows the deadly reality of climate change. And the world economy is bracing for more shocks. If you found this update helpful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more from the Classified Times. Stay safe, stay informed. I'm Arav Sharma, signing off. See you next time.